lot of people about this, and there are people in the Red Sox draft room and front office who say it's not as black and white as I think it is, but I really believe that if it's close, right? Like, we're not talking about, Steven Strasburg and whoever, Delman Young, right? The gap is not that big between those two in terms of guys who are candidates to be a number one overall pick. If it's close, I'm always taking the position player, always, because of longevity, the overall impact on the game. Like, I don't think you take that based on need. You just take the best overall player, and the position players are not as likely to get hurt. They give you more overall impact. But Skeens and Jared Jones is a pretty good 1-2 to dream on for the next 10 years for the Pirates. So I'm excited to see him pitch.
And Mitch Keller, a guy that's signed to an extension. So, you have teams like the Nationals and the Pirates. It's great, man. Like, it's like we've talked about this. The Nationals hit on a lot of these big trades. That's why they have a lot of these great young players, which is a big part of this, drafting really well. Dylan Cruz, Wyatt Langford's a kid in that draft, already in the majors with the Rangers. So, yay, in other words, Will, yay for baseball.
Yay for baseball. And Mike Rizzo does an awesome job in D.C. He just does. He's been handcuffed by ownership that wouldn't spend, that had uncertainty. They were thinking about selling the team, so they trade away Scherzer, Turner, and Juan Soto. And look what they've gotten back. I mean, it's essential when you're going to make those decisions to get it back. And, I know people in the business rave about A.J. Preller. He's always willing to make a deal. He got Cease this year after the big splash for Bogarts last year. They got Soto. Yeah, they got to the NLCS, but are you kidding me? I mean, this is where GMs, I think, rightly get a little trigger shy because, for a year and a half of Juan Soto, 1 year of which was awful, that you give up C.J. Abrams, Mackenzie Gore, and this kid, James Wood. That's the currency of the realm right now in baseball, young, controllable, star-type talent. So I think the Nats clearly got the better of that deal.
All right, well, what do we got for the dining room tonight? What's going on?
I haven't actually been in there. Been too busy flapping my gums.
You were pitching a perfect game. You gave me all this good information.
Actually, you know what? I did look in there. It's burgers. It's like veggie burgers, regular burgers. They got a bratwurst. You can't have the bread or any carbs.
Plenty of protein. All right, I appreciate it. All right, Will, thank you so much. All right, the great Will Fleming. All right, next up, another treat that we have every single broadcast, and that's to sit down with Alex Cora. Today, Joe Castiglione is the guy sitting down with Alex Cora. That's coming up next. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Here comes Alex Cora up next.
Call from mom. Answer it. Call silenced.
Instacart knows nothing gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stock up today and get all your groceries for the week delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemails.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
For centuries, the lighthouse at Castle Hill has been a trusted guide to safer harbors ahead. And like the rock-solid foundation it's built on, at Bank Rhode Island, we're proud of our financial strength, which customers trust to help them manage and achieve all of their personal, investment, and business banking financial goals. Bank on our strength. Bank RI. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on ION. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets.
A bona fide star. And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. ION, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus chews.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles.
Highly logical.
Learn about Navien's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Imagine travel that's unique, a trip that's literally customized just for you with an expert private guide. Kensington Tours makes your dream trip happen. See the world differently. Visit kensingtontours.com today.
You're listening to The Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. This is Rob Bradford, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. A reminder, speaking of Rob Bradford, I am also the host of the Baseball Isn't Boring podcast. You should go to the social media accounts at BB Isn't Boring, Twitter/X, or Instagram at BB Isn't Boring. Subscribe, rate, review to the podcast as well. Well, speaking of interviews, we have a great one coming up. Another great one, always great. Today, Joe Castiglione is sitting down with Alex Cora. Before every game, we interview the Red Sox manager, and that's brought to you by our New England Ford dealers. Get going during SUV season by joining the Bronco family or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks. F-Series official truck of the Red Sox. Here is Joe with Alex.
Alex, again, another very good starting pitching performance last night. You had traffic on the bases, and one of these days going to come through with more runs crossing the plate.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, we had traffic, so we don't have to worry about that part. Now we just got to get the big hit, and if we continue to put pressure on the opposition, at one point we will. We fought all the way to the end yesterday. 3-2 count, first and second, Rafi on deck, Tyler struck out, but, we did everything possible, throughout the game. We pitched well again. Obviously, towards the end, he got away from us, but, we're fine. As long as we keep pitching, we're going to be fine.
The bullpen's been doing a very good job, especially Brendan Bernardino. He's really stepped up.
Yeah, he's good, and I know we made a decision before the season started, but like I always said, it's not the 26 that we take to opening day. It's who you add or who's part of this later on in the season, and we knew that he was going to be part of it. We gave Joely a chance to become the guy that he was in the past. It didn't work out. We pivoted right away, and we got boost here. and we got Bernie, and both of them have been amazing.
Ceddanne Raphael's had a late game hit streak going. Has he made better adjustments?
I think he's getting hits, which is important confidence-wise. I think he's swinging more pitches in the zone, and I think it's part of the experience. Last year we were talking about Tristan Casas, about his lack of production, right? So we've been through this path before. We did it with Pedroia back in the day, Jacoby, Tristan, Jaron, and we will be patient. We will be patient because we know how good he is.
Is this just a day for Grissom to sort of catch his breath in DH?
Yeah, I mean, we need him to get at bats, which is very important, obviously, for us now and his development. So, he'll DH today, he'll play second tomorrow, get a chance for Hammy to go out there and play. And hopefully, he can get on base, put pressure on the opposition, and help us win a game.
Cooper Criswell's really been good. Proof you don't have to throw 95 to be successful. What do you think has attributed mostly to his success?
Well, he throws strikes, first of all, and second, quality strikes. The ball moves all over the place. He got the sinker, the changeup, the slider, the cutter, and he doesn't panic. He's always one pitch away from getting a ground ball and get out of the jam. So very happy for him, very happy for us that we made the decision to sign him, and he's been good since day one with us.
Is the sinker making a comeback in baseball, do you think?
It's been a trend the last 2 or 3 years, yeah.
And you look at this Washington bullpen, that's power arms. They've been pretty much lights out most of the season.
They're really good. We saw it last year. They got stuff, good fastballs, good splits. They're relentless in the strike zone. They get some swings and misses, and that's the reason they're playing good baseball.
What about Jake Irvin? What's his style? What do you have to do?
Yeah, sinkers against righties, cutters against lefties. He throws a lot of strikes. We just got to be on time with the fastball. Try to stay humble, not try to do too much with him. And if you use a big part of the field, we're going to be fine.
You're wearing the City Connect yellow and light blue today. Is there a pattern now for what uniforms you wear and what days?
Yeah. At home, Fridays is red top. Saturdays is City Connects. The rest is whites. And on the road, the blue top, the navy top on Fridays, and the rest are grays.
And that's going to be pretty much the pattern all season, huh?
That's the way we're going to do it, yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Alex. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Joe.
Good stuff once again from Joe Castiglione and Alex Cora. I did not know that about the routine with the with the uniforms, so that's good to know. Mark it down. If you're going to a game, or you're going to watch the game, now you know what color uniform they're going to be wearing today. Obviously, the City Connects the yellow jerseys. Well, you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with a symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We're storming on the first pitch with Joe Castig and Will Fleming. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We'll wrap things up with the pregame show coming up with some more great stuff. Once again, Red Sox, Nationals coming your way. One more segment to go. Be back after this.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets.
A bona fide star. And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IonWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles.
Highly logical.
Learn about Navien's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. You also added Cox Mobile so you can save on your Cox internet. So smart. Cox postpaid internet required. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Other terms and conditions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
May is Maytag month at Lowe's, and we're celebrating with savings on our wide range of Maytag appliances. Get up to 30% off all Maytag major appliances. Plus, when you buy 3 or more, you'll save an additional $200 via mail-in rebate. Don't miss these deals on the Maytag appliances your family can rely on, because Lowe's knows appliances. Offer valid 4/25 through 5/31. Selection varies by location. Discount varies based on purchase. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Attention, comrades.
This spring,
the world feels different now.
A dystopian masterpiece.
This is Big Brother.
Becomes a reality.
Time to finally do this.
Winston, I'm scared.
For me to commit my thoughts, my crimes to you.
George Orwell's 1984. Starring Andrew Garfield, Cynthia Erivo, Andrew Scott, and Tom Hardy.
No, wait! Oh. This is it. It's over already.
Listen on Audible.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Rob Bradford, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Well, it's time for the Subaru of New England scoreboard update. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Well, you have some notable games. The most notable game, not even questioned today, the Chicago Cubs at the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's because the aforementioned Paul Skeens, we talked about it with Will Fleming, one of the most highly anticipated starting pitchers to come up to the majors in years upon years upon years. Last year's first overall pick, LSU product, guy had thrown more 100-mile-an-hour fastballs than anybody, the entirety of minor league baseball, before he got the call to the Pirates. So obviously a very, very intriguing game. That's Cubs at Pirates. Weather permitting, might be a rain delay there. Well, you do have a game going on now, and that's Minnesota Twins. They're leading the Toronto Blue Jays. How about the Blue Jays? They're just sort of wallowing at the bottom of the standings. Very, very talented team, not able to put it together. They're losing to the Twins 4-0. Arizona, Baltimore, at Camden Yards, just getting ready to get going. Obviously 0-0. They're just a 4 o'clock game. Washington Red Sox, Atlanta Mets, Philadelphia at the Marlins and the Yankees at Tampa Bay, Houston at Detroit, Cleveland at the White Sox, the Reds at San Francisco. The Cardinals are taking on Milwaukee in Milwaukee. The Dodgers in Padres. That was a great game last night. A rise with a walk-off. That game, they're going head-to-head once again. Dodgers at the Padres, and Kansas City at the Angels, and Oakland at Seattle. So some decent games going on. I would say the pick to click in terms of games that I'm going to be watching besides the Red Sox, the Pirates, obviously, and then the Dodgers, Padres, always a good time. Well, it's time to see who's in the hot tub. The injury updates presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, or soon in Warwick. Online at nespas.com. Some news coming out today, some injury news from the Red Sox from Alex Cora. Brian Bayo, he's not making another rehab outing. No, he is going to be pitching for the Boston Red Sox tomorrow. So that's good news. They're almost getting the entirety of their rotation back. Garrett Whitlock, who, as I walked into Fenway Park today, about 11 a.m., who was the only person on the field? It was Garrett Whitlock pulling a sled with weights on the back, just walking the entirety of the circumference of Fenway Park Field. And that was what Garrett Whitlock is doing. I've seen it do it before, usually alongside Nathan Eovaldi in spring training, but he was doing the entire loop, Fenway Park, pulling that sled. So he's on the right track. He did the live BP yesterday. Good signs. His velocity, Garrett Whitlock's velocity, was up from even when he was pitching early in the year. He was sitting about 94, 96. So that's good stuff for him. As we learned yesterday, Yoshida does not need surgery, but it's probably not going to be picking up a bat for a couple weeks. And Tristan Casas, sort of status quo, but boy, man, could they use him? There's no question about could they use him. So there you go. There's the injury update. A lot of stuff going on, most notably the fact the Red Sox might be getting some of these starting pitchers back. Well, we do have the lineups which are brought to you by our great friends at Herb Chambers. It's time for the Herb Chambers starting lineups at Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars. We help people buy them. For the Washington Nationals going up against Cooper Criswell of the Red Sox, you have Young, the speedy Young, the guy who is only been caught on the base passes, stealing bases one time over all year, and that's when he overran a base. So obviously a guy who is I love young and fast baseball players, like what the dynamic they bring to the game. We saw Ellie De La Cruz last year, the dynamic and the buzz that he brought. He's having a great year, and now you have a guy in Young for the Nationals. All right, he's leading off in center field. Abrams, who at shortstop, CJ Abrams, who reports now coming out, he might be close to a big contract extension with the Nationals. Keep an eye on that. Garcia Jr., he's playing second base. Meneses, former Red Sox product, he's at first base. Winker's at DH. Ruiz is catching. Rosario in left field. Lipscomb is your third baseman. And Robles, he is in right field. And now you want to know the Red Sox? Well, you're in luck because Jarren Duran is leading off. He's playing center field, as Will Fleming pointed out. Such an important part of this entire equation. A year ago, if you go back to a year ago, on May 11th last year, he was hitting about 375. We can't forget what a tear he was on a year ago, doing all right this year as well. Wilyer Abreu, he's in the number 2 spot. He had a hit in his only at-bat last night. He's playing right field. Tyler O'Neill, a guy that they desperately need to get going. His OPS has dropped under 1,000. He's in 279, 981 OPS. And Rafael Devers is in the cleanup spot. Alex Cora said he was going to put him back there on a more regular basis, and sure enough, there he is. Vaughn Grissom, I almost called him Marquise Grissom, but that would have been dating myself. Vaughn Grissom at DH, not getting a break from second base. Dominic Smith, he's at first base. Reese McGuire is catching. David Hamilton with Grissom getting the nod at DH. He's playing second base. That's David Hamilton. And Rafaela, who, as Alex Cora so eloquently said, he is getting his hits, but he has to do a better job of controlling the strike zone. That's something to keep an eye on as well. Well, speaking of, I'm going to give you some other stats if I could. You talk about C.J. Abrams. Well, I'll start with Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill, how important he has been for the Red Sox. Well, since that little bit of injury, not a little bit of injury, concussions are never little. Tyler O'Neill's just hitting 184 with no homers over his last 10 games after starting the year, hitting 333 with 9 home runs in the first 19 games. Wilyer Abreu, well, again, he didn't get the start yesterday. He had a walk and a double off the bench. He is just 3 for 20, 150 with 1 extra base hit, 1 RBI in his last 7 games. Before that, in the first 11 or previous 11 games, he had a 1204 OPS with 10 RBIs. On the other side, the guy that we talked about potentially getting a contract extension, C.J. Abrams, well, he's only 6 for 35. That's 171 with a 229 slugging in the last 9 games in May. In the first 26 games in April, he was really, really good. Had a 992 OPS. Well, this should be a good one. It's important. Red Sox lost last 6 to 7 games, really coming up short when it comes to hitting with runners in scoring position. But you know what didn't come up short? This pregame show. I appreciate everybody who was involved in it. We had our guy Gordo from the Play Tessie podcast. We had our guy Will Fleming live from the booth, gave some great takes, including outstanding take on Paul Skeens, and Joe Castiglione, of course, sitting down with Alex Cora. Today, Irvin against Criswell. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, here we go. Get ready. The great game of baseball. Hang tight. Red Sox are in action next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets.
A bona fide star. And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IonWNBA.com. Ion, it's on. A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Wow, honey, have you seen the electric bill?
Yeah, it's out of control. But have you heard of Navien tankless water heaters?
Tankless? How does that even work?
Well, instead of constantly heating and storing water, it only heats water when we need it. So much more efficient than our giant tank heater.
That sounds great. Let's look into Navien.
Already on it.
Imagine all the hot water you need only when you need it. Bulky tanks are history. Navien high-efficiency tankless is the future. Compact, wall-hung units free up floor space, lower energy bills, longer life than tanks, and a 15-year warranty. Find out more at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Attention nurses.
Simplify your job hunt with Incredible Health. Visit IncredibleHealth.com for a tailored experience. Create your profile effortlessly, showcase skills, set preferences, and let top employers compete for you. It's free. Enjoy complimentary interview prep, career coaching, and an AI resume builder. Your next career move is a click away. Visit IncredibleHealth.com today and take off in your nursing career in 2024.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. You also added Cox Mobile so you can save on your Cox Internet. So smart. Cox postpaid internet required. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Other terms and conditions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
May is Maytag month at Lowe's, and we're celebrating with savings on our wide range of Maytag appliances. Get up to 30% off all Maytag major appliances. Plus, when you buy 3 or more, you'll save an additional $200 via mail-in rebate. Don't miss these deals on the Maytag appliances your family can rely on, because Lowe's knows appliances. Offer valid 4/25 through 5/31. Selection varies by location. Discount varies based on purchase. While supplies last. See Lowes.com for details.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions!
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, here for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up! Grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park. The sun is out. Not that it's very warm. Temperature in the mid-50s and a breeze, which was hurting balls, hit batting practice earlier. It's coming in slightly now, but it's died down just a little bit as the Red Sox and the Washington Nationals get set for Game 2 of this series. The Red Sox have dropped 3 straight now in 6 of their last 7. And in those 7 games, they have scored 2 runs or fewer in 6 of them, which explains the record. Red Sox are at 500 and 19-19. The Nats, a surprise, as a rebuilding ball club gets better and better. They are 19-18 overall. Pitching matchup today, Jake Irvin, a right-hander who's been pretty effective going for the Nationals despite a 2-3 record. And Cooper Criswell has been very good, actually the best ERA in the club at 1.74 among starters, gets the ball for Boston. Will Fleming now has the starting lineups in the national anthem.
Indeed, I do, Joe. Ramon Vasquez has just exchanged the lineup cards with the umpires. Brennan Miller will have the plate today. The Red Sox in the yellow City Connect jerseys as we get set for baseball. In a moment, the starting lineups, but tonight's first national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com.
Please welcome in Coro Novo.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Il Coro Novo, beautiful job on the Star-Spangled Banner. A crisp, beautiful Fenway day as the Red Sox try to pull this series even and end a little bit of a slide offensively. Cooper Criswell begins his warm-up tosses. Red Sox have Devers at third, Rafaela the shortstop, with David Hamilton at second base and Dom Smith getting the start today at first. That national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. A lot of a similar look in the Nationals lineup this afternoon. Jacob Young leads it off. He's in center field. And then C.J. Abrams bats second at shortstop. Luis Garcia Jr., the second baseman, bats in the 3-hole. Meneses at first base cleaning up. Then Jesse Winker, the DH, bats fifth. Keibert Ruiz is the catcher, batting sixth. Eddie Rosario had a big night at the plate last night. He's in left field, batting seventh. Trey Lipscomb at the hot corner, batting eighth. And Victor Robles is in right field, and he bats ninth. For the Red Sox, much different look tonight for Alex Cora. Jaron Duran is in center field. He leads off. And then Wilyer Abreu slots up into the 2-hole. Alex has hinted that this little stretch here against these opponents in the next couple of weeks, we might see a lot of Abreu in the 2-hole with Raffy in the cleanup spot. Wilyer bats second. He's in right. Tyler O'Neill in left field batting third. And then Devers at third base cleaning up. Vaughn Grissom is the DH today. He bats fifth. Dom Smith at first base bats sixth. The catcher, Reese McGuire, bats seventh. David Hamilton at second base batting eighth. And Cedon Rafaela is the shortstop, and he bats ninth. Powering possibilities brought to you by Comcast North Central. Well, Cooper Criswell has powered a lot of possibilities. The Red Sox 4-0 in his starts. He's ready to go. And for the play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thank you very much. The first pitch is in there for a call strike to Jacob Young, the speedy center fielder, who's a 287. Looking for his first home run, 8 RBIs. He takes a breaking ball. Looked pretty good. He didn't get the call from the home plate umpire, Brennan Miller. And it's 1-1. 54 degrees with bright sunshine. Pitch is a breaking ball inside. The shadows are right around home plate at the moment. Young has a dozen steals. The pitch swung on and missed. Actually, he stole his 13th base last night, so he's fourth in the National League. As Cooper Criswell has really mixed it up with his fastball that occasionally touches 90, but he's had a good sinking pitch, a good changeup and curve. And the 2-2 pitch, and it swung on, popped up, shallow right field along the line. Abreu fighting the sun, coming in, still coming in. It ends up in the tarp, foul. That ball really was pushed by that wind. Looked like it would be right along the foul line, but it ended up actually stuck behind the tarp and that fence behind it. And Hamilton went sliding into that fence as he went into a dive. A slide, actually, popped up, and I think he hit it pretty hard. He seems to be okay now. So it's a 2-2 count to Jacob Young, former Florida Gator. He'll be followed by C.J. Abrams and Luis Garcia in the Morgan & Morgan starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Another 2-2, and right down the middle. Oh, where was that? I was about to say strike three, but Brennan Miller didn't agree, and Alex is barking at him. Oh, he hit the bottom of the zone, clearly. So it's 3-2, the pitch. Swinging a high foul down the right field line, out of play. Now, they took pitches here that could have been called strikes very easily. Brian Honora, the crew chief, is at first base. Derek Thomas at second, and Chris Conroy from Western Mass at third. The 3-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss. He got him. Good changeup at 86. And there's the first strikeout of the game. Brought to you by Northern Bank. Get your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. So the leadoff man fans, and here's C.J. Abrams, a blossoming star in the National League. He takes a strike. They got him in this deal for Juan Soto from San Diego, along with several other prospects, including tomorrow's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. That pitch in on the hands, and he pulls the hands back to avoid being hit. So it is 1-1 to Abrams, who's at .264, 7 homers, 20 RBIs, and 8 steals, fouled out of play. He's also in the top 10 in extra base hits in the National League with 18, and first in triples with 4. Griswold, right-hander from Georgia, kicks and delivers, and there's a line drive ripped into right field. Abreu comes on and stabs it. Hip high, bullet right at him pretty much. He came about 4 steps in to grab it. 2 quick outs for Luis Garcia, a regular second baseman, recently off the IL. He's at .318, which is 8th in the National League. 3 homers, 20 RBIs, and he's been on base in 17 straight games. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses at a fastball away. That was 91 on the gun. All-time series, 24 wins for the Red Sox, 16 for this franchise, low. That dates back to the Montreal Expos days. Oh, the Red Sox had a very hard time winning in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. The pitch grounded foul outside of first. They were swept in their first 2 series there.
Why is that? Not built for the turf?
That was a big part of it. I remember an extra inning game on Labor Day when Vlad Guerrero Sr. hit a walk-off home run to beat the Red Sox.
Did it hit the dirt before he hit it?
It might have bounced slightly, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Wow. He fans 2 of 3. That was 96, they said on the gun. That seems a little high, but that retires the side. And that brings the Red Sox coming up to the plate next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Last half of the first inning, leading off the Red Sox, Jared Duran in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. Jared Duran leading off, hitting .264 with a homer, 15 knocked in against Jake Irvin. The pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the mitt, strike one. They went 1-2-3 in the top of the inning. Retired the side, brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, featuring new AZEK bevel and shake siding, engineered to deliver classic beauty, but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com. Here's another strike, and it's 0-2 to Jared, who leads the league in triples with 6. Hit his fourth in steals with 9. He started every single game. He's in center today. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it to the left out of play from Jake Irvin, who was drafted by the Nationals out of the University of Oklahoma. He debuted last year with 3-7 with a 4.61 ERA. The pitch is swung on a high fly, right center field. Robles fighting the sun, having some trouble. Now he comes in, calls, and makes the catch. He didn't see that for quite a while. And the center fielder Young was over to try to help, but Robles found it. One down for Abreu, who had a pinch double last night.
So you were Irvin's athletic director then?
Yes, in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's had some good baseball teams, but they really have been dominant in women's softball. Hoping to win again this year. The pitch to Abreu is a little bit low, ball one. 283 no overall for Willier with 2 homers, and he's knocked in 13. Here it comes the 1-0, and it's in there for a strike. We have a lot of fun with my namesake, who was the athletic director at Oklahoma, especially when we're together. We get to introduce one another.
Do you ever get mail mistakenly sent to you?
A lot of emails. Pitch is swung on and foul tipped in the batter's box. Remember, we met Bud Wilkinson's son, and we exchanged books, and he sent me a note. He said, "I really love what you do for our university here." At Oklahoma. 1-2 pitch coming, and Willier swings, fouls it to the left out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. That Joe was a wonderful program at Oklahoma. Football team picked it up last year after they lost their coach to Southern Cal the year before. And so many players in the transfer portal. The pitch. Swing. There's a drive hammer to center field. Crush. Back goes Young. Back to the warning track. And the wind knocks it down, and he makes the catch halfway on the track. That would have been 10 rows up into the center field bleachers on a warmer day. That had a good sound to it. Tough to drive one out. The Bell Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. $50 for every strikeout from the Arbella Insurance goes to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Tyler O'Neill batting, and he swings, hits the first pitch hard to the ground. Stumbled by the third baseman. The pickup and throw is not in time. Lipscomb went to his left, had it momentarily, fell out of the glove. He picked it up, and O'Neill was safe. That should be an E5. So the Red Sox get a runner on for Rafi Devers, hitting a .280. 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Big Papi's in the ballpark today.
El Alfa El Jefe, a Dominican singer, was here throwing out the first pitch.
And David was photographing it. The pitch, swinging a foul off the foot of the hitter, Rafi. Strike one.
Ball hit 105 off the bat at a 30-degree launch angle, and that is the recipe for bombs.
Fenways can be very big this time of year, especially to center and right center. Can be very small on a hot summer day. Throw to swing and a miss. He looked like he was going to go to first, and he came home with it. Irvin is long and lean. Listed at 6'6", 234. 0-2 to Raffy. Here it is, and he takes down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. No score in the first inning at Fenway. Red Sox are 13-6 against this franchise here at home. Time granted the hitter now as Red Sox are wearing the yellow City Connect uniforms. And they've come up with a pattern of formulas, Alex told us on the pregame show, for the uniform choices. Long set and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a high drive left field, twisting down the line, and this ball ends up foul into the Coca-Cola seats.
Not by much.
Hit a long way, but he'll push it foul. Alex said that they will wear the red jerseys at home on Friday nights, the yellow City Connect on Saturday games, the rest of the week white. On the road, they'll wear the blue tops Friday night and traveling grays the rest of the road games the rest of the week.
So a more traditional routine?
Well, that's the idea. 1-2 coming to Raffy from Jake Irvin. And the pitch is a breaking ball outside. He has a pretty good curveball, we understand. The first time we've seen him pitch. Scouts say that early in his career he had some command issues, but he's averaging only 1.86 walks per 9 this season in the big leagues. Missed 2 years of minor league ball. Line drive, base hit up the middle. He hit a bullet right over the pitcher's head. Almost took it off into center field. Stopping at second base is O'Neill. So can the Red Sox take advantage of the error? First and second. Another opportunity with men in scoring position, and this time it's Vaughn Griffin at the plate. Red Sox 2 for their last 29 with men in scoring position over the last 3 games. 1 for 9 last night. Grissom 3 for 21, DHing in this one. 2 RBIs, no home runs. Irvin's pitch, swinging a fisted ground ball foul outside of first, foul by just an inch or 2. So it is 0-1. It's the first hit of the game. Raffy's base hit. O'Neill returning to second. Raffy to first. Right-hand batting Vaughn Grissom. With his first major league home run here in a Braves uniform. Here's an 0-1 pitch, and he swings and grounds it hard. Knocked down by the pitcher. Irvin has it underhands to first for the out. That was ticketed for center field. So, again, the Red Sox come up empty. No score after 1 in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. You also added Cox Mobile so you can save on your Cox internet. So smart. Cox postpaid internet required. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Other terms and conditions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Fakes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you leaf
Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
No score as we move to the second inning, and new pitch com brought out to the catcher Reese McGuire. Our Subaru New England scoreboard let Love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. A lot of eyes on Wrigley Field today, or should say PNC Park, where Paul Skeens is making his debut for the Pirates, the hard-throwing righty out of LSU. First pitch of the second inning is low ball 1 to Meneses, who's hitting a .219 without a home run. Criswell delivers, and a swing and a miss at a sinker down and in. He's leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. There's a ground ball chop foul off the screen by the third base dugout. And the Pirates and Cubs are scoreless in the top of the second.
Well, he struck out the first two hitters of his big league career.
There's a drive it high and deep to left center field, and this is back by the wall, and it is gone out of the park completely. Joey Meneses, former Red Sox farmhand, has had a power outage this season, but there's number one. High towering blast over everything and into Lansdowne Street, and it's 1-0 Washington, his first homer and his 19th RBI. That was launched. So a quick 1-0 lead for the Nats. Red Sox did not lead in the series. Now here's Jesse Winker, the DH, at .244 with 4 homers as he takes ball 1. The Cubs do have the bases loaded, though, against the Skeens in the second inning. There's a pitch missing inside.
I guess the wind is not knocking balls down to left. That thing was absolutely launched. The first pitch of his big league career, 101 miles an hour.
Low and inside, yep. I see 100 on his last pitch as well. He hit 103 or more in the minors. There's a strike over the inside edge. They've been clamoring from Pittsburgh for the Pirates to call him up, former #1 pick overall out of Louisiana State. That one misses down, ball 4, rare walk for Cooper Criswell. So a home run and a walk opening the second inning here.
Skeens just struck out Jan Gomes with the bases loaded, so 2 down there in Pittsburgh. We'll follow that one all day long. His fastball, his four-seamer, is averaging 100 today.
Is Gilbert Ruiz, the catcher, hitting only 150 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs, but he had a big hit last night to spark a rally in the second inning. The pitch, right down the middle of the call, strike. Yankees and Rays are in the top of the second. Tampa Bay leading 1-0 on a Yandy Diaz homer. Cortez pitching for the Yanks. Twins 8, Blue Jays 3 in the top of the fourth at Toronto. There's the delivery, and it's a little bit low. Jays are 17-21. There's some rumblings there about changes. Braves and Mets no score after an inning and a half at Citi Field. Phils and Marlins scoreless in the second. Here's the pitch home. And an off-speed breaking ball's in there for a strike. 76 miles an hour. With a runner at first and nobody out here. Former Tampa Bay Ray Cooper Criswell delivers from the set, and a swing and a miss. He got himself out chasing a high cutter at 85 out of the strike zone. So that's 3 strikeouts already for Criswell, not noted as a strikeout pitcher. It brings up Eddie Rosario, who's always been a very streaky hitter. And he's hot right now, 8 of his last 18. He had a big double to set up 2 runs in the second inning last night. Rosario was especially hot in the NLCS in 21 with the Braves and won the MVP award. Fouls the first pitch, left side out of play, strike one.
And a personal favorite of Alex Cora's. He's long advocated to bring him into the fold here.
Yeah, he's been released a few times. I always thought he was a very good hitter. Long set for the 0-1. And a breaking ball, a little bit high. Miller seems to have a tight strike zone early on. The Nats have won 9 of their last 13, and they're good on the road, 12-8. Red Sox only 7-10 at Fenway. One on, one out, one in, the 1-1. Ground ball hit weakly, stabbed by the pitcher, fires to short out, back to first, double play. 1-6-3, and that ends the top of the second inning, but the Nats do jump ahead on the Meneses homer. Red Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on ION. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday nights starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. ION, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Dominic Smith leading off, the former National. Here in the last half of the second inning in the Herb Chambers batting order. 4 for 21 this season. And he takes a strike. 2 RBIs. Smith is from California, came up with the Mets. Left-hand batter with good power to left field. He gets a hard grounder foul first base side. Very pleasant young man who's thrilled to be here. Spent last year with the Nats and made a lot of friends there. You can tell he's extremely personable. There's a foul tip to the batter's box. That previous foul ball was right at our Jemai Webster.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Seems
a target.
to be a magnet,
isn't he?
It's also pretty soft about it, to be honest.
Pitch is swung on, driven foul down the left field line, out of play. Dominic feels that this is a good park for him because of his ability to hit to the opposite field.
Well, let's see it. Let's get him a page and a notch on the bedpost of the old spiral notebook. What do you think?
The wall ball. Here's the 0-2, and he grounds this one foul and a hop by the fence near the Red Sox dugout. Picked up by Andy Fox, who flips it to a fan. Red Sox in the City Connect, yellow with a light blue trim. And caps the 0-2 pitch coming. And the left-hand batter tries to check, and he did not. Strike 3, says the umpire at third, Conroy. So Dom is retired to open the second inning with Nats up 1-0. And here's Reese McGuire batting at .270 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. We'll check the league leaders. Brought to you by James. Drains by James. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. They give a poop about your pipes. Pitch is outside, ball 1. League's leading hitter is now injured Stephen Kwan of Cleveland at .353. And there's a call strike. And the home run leader is Kyle Tucker of Houston.
Got another one yesterday.
He's got 12. Why is Houston faring so poorly? They're pitching, apparently. The pitch. Swinging a high pop-up left side of the diamond. Abrams, the shortstop, wanders out into left field and puts it away for the out. 2 gone. So here is David Hamilton getting a start at second base today. David 9 for 42. That figures to .214 with a home run and 2 runs batted in. Nats leading 1-0. The pitch is a check swing, and he did not go, says the umpire at third. So it's ball 1. Juan Meneses, that was his 27th Major League home run, his first this year, 13 last year. That one misses away. He was at Portland and Worcester in 2021, combined to hit 15 homers. The pitch is swung on and foul left side by the left-hand batting Hamilton. Out of play. Joey Meneses from Culiacan, Mexico. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He waves at a high fastball. They have a Mexican League team for many years known as the Culiacan Tomato Growers. The 2-2 pitch. The left-hand batter takes a backdoor breaking ball a little bit outside.
Did you just know that offhand?
About the team name? Yeah, I remember it because the unusual nature of it. Line drive to right field. Right, Robles is there fighting the sun and makes the catch. That was scalded, but Robles found it in the bright sunshine to retire the side. So after 2 full innings, it is 1-0 Washington on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the player.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday nights starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IonWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
1-0 Nationals. We move to the 3rd inning, and for the play-by-play, here is Will Fleming.
Thank you, non-Oklahoma Joe. Here's a foul ball at the feet of Lipscomb. Trey Lipscomb got a sweeper at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. The only damage done in this game thus far, the absolute bomb by Joey Meneses. Sure felt like Wilyer Abreu would launch one to center field, but that's the way it's gone. Late 0-2 is way outside a sweeper. Nowhere near the zone, to the backstop, in fact, and it's 1-2. Criswell has thrown 35 pitches. Here's a swing and a foul at the feet on a changeup for the Nationals in this third inning. Lipscomb, Victor Robles, and Jacob Young in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Mercedes-Benz of Boston Natick, and Flagship Motor Cars of Linfield. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great changeup from Criswell, and he continues to roll along. That's 4 strikeouts. One down in the third, and here comes Victor Robles. Looking at Jemai on the telecast. He looks no worse for the wear. More of a scare than anything. Sox trying to break out of their offensive doldrums. Here's Robles, who takes inside with a sweeper, ball 1. Sox have been such a streaky team this season. The 1-0 is off the plate and in, ball 2. I mean, of course, they won 7 of the first 10 out west and then came home and flipped that in their opening homestand. Here's the 2-0. That's a strike on the outside corner. They've, as you well know now, lost 6 of their last 7, but before that, they had won 8 of their previous 11. Here's a 2-1 swing and a miss at a changeup. He's got that pitch working. And it's 2-2. In the early part of the season, it was the defense that let the Red Sox down. Here's the 2-2. Shot down the left field line, but foul. He was way out in front of a change, was Robles. Errors really doomed the Red Sox and unearned runs through the first 20 games of the year, but lately it's been a lack of clutch hitting. Last 6 losses, they are 4 for 46. Runners in scoring position. The 2-2 fouled off the end of the bat. Been leaning a lot on that changeup. As Criswell. Well, Skeens escaped the bases-loaded jam in the second inning, got out of it. Pirates and Cubs in Paul Skeens' debut. Scoreless in the second. The 2-2 is a little low. Sinking fastball on the corner, but low.
Ryan Bayo still online to start tomorrow.
Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. He got him a foul tip that McGuire holds on to. And Bayo didn't throw that many pitches in his lone rehab start in Portland, so we'll see how that goes. 5 strikeouts for Criswell. You know, similarly, Nick Pivetta made 1 appearance. He was roaring and ready to go. And Red Sox just desperate for arms at this point after the long run with a limited rotation as Criswell misses outside with a sweeper for ball 1. 1-0 Nationals in the top of the third. Pitch. That's low, as you can hear. Third inning fueled by Citgo, whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park. Citgo, top-tier, tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. 2-0 is up the middle. The second baseman, Hamilton, backhands and bobbles it. Rafaela plays the carom, throws to first, and it's not in time. Yet another misplay by David Hamilton on the infield. Took 3 or 4 steps to his right. It clipped up off his wrist. And that's got to be an error. It is. Ball seems to find Hamilton, and for whatever reason, at this level in the big leagues, the game has just sped up on him.
Wonder if he could have gotten in front of that ball instead of trying to backhand it.
Here's C.J. Abrams trying to cash the error in. Criswell throws to first. Of course, Jacob Young, like so many these Nationals players, is an enormous threat to run. Stole a base last night, has 13. Infield playing this left-hander, Abrams to pull. Here's a shot past Hamilton into right field, a base hit. Young is thinking about it. Second, he stumbles. They throw behind. Rafaela dives after him, but Jacob Young dives back into the bag. There was absolutely no reason for him to take that turn at second. Clearly not thinking about the book on Wilyer Abreu, who's got a cannon out there. I think he thought better of the big turn and blew out a tire. Rafaela caught the ball between the mound and second base, lunged after Young, but not before he was back in there. So Abrams has his first hit in this series. And here now, I think, a very wise visit from Andrew Bailey. You don't want to harp on a young player, but at this point, David Hamilton just has not been up to the task of playing defense at this level. He has consistently hurt the team when he's on the infield dirt.
His fourth charge there, but there have been other plays that weren't made.
And now, really playing with fire, because here comes Luis Garcia, who's scalding hot. Garcia has a 17-game on-base streak going, during which he's hitting .339 and has driven in 12. So a key spot here for Criswell. Already trailing 1-0. The pitch is on the line to second, and Hamilton does make the play. A little top-spinning line drive, and David makes the grab. So they do not pay for the error. Nats leave a couple. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Nationals on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on ION. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. ION, it's on.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner? You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Cedon Rafaela leading it off, and he takes the first pitch from Jake Irvin right on the corner. 4 strike 1. We're underway in the bottom of the third. Rafaela, then the top of the order, Duran and Abreu. Nationals leading 1-0. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Cedon has got an 8-game hitting streak in which he only has 9 hits. Got hit, had a walk in last night's game. There have been some encouraging signs of late, though. Staying on off speed a little bit better, not chasing quite as much. Here's the 0-2. He, on cue, lays off a pitch. It was a ball outside. And it's 1-2. Nationals trying to be above 500 for the first time since 2021. The 1-2 fouled back. Looked like he was almost sitting off speed there, Rafaela, late on a fastball, but he spoiled it straight back. Alex Spear kind of makes my point. Rafaela this month has swung at 36% of the pitches out of the zone, down from 40 in April. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased a really high fastball there. That was well out of the zone, and Cedon is gone. Second strikeout for Jake Irvin. And with one down, here comes Jarren Duran. Jarren flied out to right his first time, 1 for 5 in yesterday's ballgame. Came up with the bases loaded in a big spot in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Jarren, and it's inside with a fastball. He has been an extra base machine of late. Duran. It's 11 games. Here's a chopper on the first base side foul. Devers ducks out of the way. Average down to 263, but still getting on base at a healthy clip. The 1-1 swing and a big miss. This second time through, Irvin really showing off that curveball. Big one and a good one. It's 1-2 to Duran. Irvin doesn't work quite as quickly as Criswell, but who does? The 1-2 low with a breaking ball.
This kid missed 2 years, one because of COVID, and then the next year, Tommy John.
He's really cut his walk rate this season, the 2-2. That's a curveball in the dirt, and the count is full. It's amazing the Red Sox who are on this slide, having lost 6 of their last 7. In each of those 6 losses, they've scored 2 or fewer runs. 3-2 to Duran, trying to ignite something. The pitch, swinging a chopper back to the mound. It's gloved by Irvin. He plants and throws to first. And Duran is very quickly gone, 2 down. And here comes Wilyer Abreu, who has the best swing of the day for the Red Sox thus far. Absolute shot to center field that hung up, knocked down by the wind, and was caught. Every 4-bagger the Red Sox do hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. Pitch to Abreu low with a fastball. We're making our donation. You should too. 877-CARS for Kids or carsforkids.com.
Irvin's fastball around 94. He's better than 94 than he is at 97.
Here's a drive high and deep into right field. S is back, and it is gone. Wilyer Abreu ties the game. An absolute missile into the Nationals bullpen. At last, one leaves the yard, and it's 1-1 in the third.
Had a 95-mile-an-hour sinker that was up in the zone, and he nailed it.
He is seeing it out of Irvin's hand. 2 balls absolutely cranked. Wait for the tail of the tape on that. That absolutely rocketed out of here deep into that visiting bullpen. Here's O'Neill. Takes a curveball outside for ball 1.
It was about belt high, and he nailed it.
What an encouraging swing from him. So here is O'Neill grounding one to short. Abrams charges in, gloves, leaps and throws, and O'Neill's struggles continue. But the Red Sox tie the game on a big fly from Wilyer Abreu. To the 4th we go, 1-1 in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, go!
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch it. IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Joey Meneses, who got the Nats on the board with a solo blast, his first of the year, leads off in the top of the fourth. He takes a ball low from Cooper Criswell. 1-0. The Sox have tied it on an Abreu homer. Meneses takes strike one on the outside corner. Leading off the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, BMW of Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. 1-1. Chopper foul outside of third. How about this really cool note from Mark Zuckerman, who does an expert job following these and covering these Washington Nationals. Has a note comparing the Major League debut of Steven Strasburg and that of Paul Skeens today. Both obviously have a tie to the Pirates. Strasburg pitched against the Pirates, and Skeens for them, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him, did Criswell. A changeup, and Cooper now through just 3 1/3 innings with 6 strikeouts.
This is a team that doesn't strike out very much by today's standards.
So here now, Jesse Winker. Pitch to him is a strike on the inside corner, sweeper. So when Strasburg took the mound for the first time at Nats Park, the leadoff hitter for the Pirates that day was Andrew McCutchen. Here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Today, when Skeens makes his debut, the leadoff hitter for the Pittsburgh Pirates, 14 years later, Andrew McCutchen. What a career he's had. The 1-1 is skied down the left field line and out of play. I mean, he was an MVP for a little while there. He was about the best player in the game.
Not pretty much a DH. Randy Arozarena hits a 3-run homer, giving Tampa Bay a 4-2 lead over the Yankees.
I heard the joy in your voice. The 1-2 is a little bit high. Somebody's got to cool them off. Yankees 26-14. 6 full games ahead of the Red Sox. Baltimore a half game better than that. 25-12. Pitch is strike 3 called on the inside corner. That was borderline, but Criswell will take it. 7 strikeouts overall. 2 in a row to begin this top of the fourth. We're thrilled to honor the Chick-fil-A community hero each week. This year, Andrea Castanetti of Southborough started the Kindness Coalition. Spreading kindness in the community, Chick-fil-A honors Andrea Castanetti. Feels like a fan below us needs a little kindness. Screaming down at Jesse Winker, who still can't believe it. He's still standing outside the dugout. Here's a high fly in the left center field. Duran circles underneath it, way to his right with the glasses on. That thing just kept on sliding away from him, and it's a very quick and dominant top of the fourth for Cooper Criswell. To the bottom half we go. The Red Sox will have Devers, Grissom, and Smith. Tied at 1 in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to age 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles.
Highly logical.
Learn about Navien's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Raffy Devers to lead it off for the Red Sox as we make our way into the bottom of the fourth. We're tied at 4. Did Jesse Winker just get ejected? I think maybe so. Either way, Davey Martinez is barking back at the home plate umpire. Winker's still in the dugout. Martinez trying to protect his player. Got his hands on his head. Here's Devers.
They're still in the dugout, though.
Facing Irvin. The pitch is a little bit outside, ball 1. When Devers just missed the home run down the left side in his previous at-bat, that almost always portends big things. Then he hit the missile up the middle. 1-0. Swing and a foul. Man, he'd like to have that pitch back. That was a hanging curveball. And he just a little late on it. It's 1-1. He's zeroed in at the plate right now. 1-1. Shadow from the light stander behind the mound. Here is a little bit high with a cutter, Irvin. 2 balls at a strike. I'm sure Davey Martinez will continue to chirp from the dugout. Raffy hit at 103 up the middle his last time. Hitters count here. Look out below. 2-1. The pitch is fouled off. Man, he got another curveball right there, and he is not happy with himself. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, the Pirates have gotten 4 runs for Paul Skeens in his Major League debut. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leading off the bottom of the fourth is Raffy. Here's the pitch. That's right there. He was looking curveball, got a fastball in the inside corner, and he is frozen for out number 1. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized retailer at Subaru of NewEngland.com. So here's today's DH, Vaughn Grissom. 3rd strikeout for Irvin. Vaughn, well, comebacker's first time here. Taking all the way, it sort of looked like. Fastball in the middle of the plate, 0-1. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. 0-1. Grissom rips one to second right into the defense. Garcia was perfectly positioned. He hit it very hard, but wrong spot. And with 2 down, here comes Dom Smith. Slugfest at the Rogers Center. Twins, who are so hot, hitting 8-6 in the 5th inning. Still having fun with the summer sausage, the Twins. Here's a swing and a miss by Dom Smith. The curveball, it's 0-1. They brought it with them to Canada. We thought when the Red Sox snapped their winning streak that one would go away. It did not. I don't know how it cleared customs. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curve, and it's 0-2.
And it is the original?
Yeah.
No, watch out for trichinosis.
For what?
Bad pork.
0-2. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the fourth. This game, just as last night's, flying along. Smith struck out his first time behind 0-2 here. Pitch is strike 3 call. That was a little bit outside, but ring him up. Inning is a radio station break. We'll get it to you when we come back for the 5th inning. 1-1 the score on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday nights starting May 17th. Find where to watch it. IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in to navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. Because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Back for the fifth inning, tied at 1 after a 10-second break. For station ID, Joe will take you in this tie game in the fifth.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Eddie Rosario leading off with the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Jaguar Land Rover Boston and Jaguar Land Rover Sudbury. First pitch to Eddie Rosario was in there for a strike. Rosario bounced into a 1-6-3 double play in the second inning. So the home runs accounting for the scoring in this one. Meneses for them. And for the Red Sox, Abreu, there's a foul to the left out of play. Quickly, it's 0-2. Criswell has walked 1 and fanned 7. That's most unusual. This is not a team that strikes out a lot. And there's another foul ball.
You know, I think if you're not ready for Criswell and his pace, that's part of it. I mean, he literally basically catches it and comes right back at you.
We love it. The pitch is a little inside. His longest outing has been 5 innings. He's done that twice. This being his 5th start. 1-2 to Rosario, and he dribbles a foul around the batter's box that hits the bat a second time.
Have you already pre-prepared your swordfish for Mother's Day, Joe?
We had a switch to vinegar, peppers, and pork chops, which daughter-in-law Rachel will prepare.
Oh, I love it.
That's what Mom wants, the pitch. Inside.
We have someone in our booth tonight who undoubtedly benefits from Rachel's efforts.
Grandson Thomas had a big hit the other night, plays for the Phillies in the Marshfield Little League. The pitch down and in, almost hit him on the back foot. Somehow he got out of the way, so he went from 0-2 now to 3-2.
Did it put the Phillies ahead?
They won the game. I think it did. And he had an RBI ground out, or fielder's choice.
I asked him before the game today, I said, is school over yet? Because, you know, it's nearing the end. He said no, and I said, how much longer? He goes, 23 days.
Not including weekends. 3-2. Swinging a high fly left field. Back toward the wall. O'Neill looks up.
Oh.
It's gone. Wow. How did that one disappear? O'Neill's firing it back in. Finally, the umpire gives a signal. Ball never came back until it was boxed around by a fan and fell on the field. So it's 2-1 in favor of the Nationals. When that left the bat, it didn't look like we'd even make the wall. It was a slicing high fly, sort of a lazy fly ball. And Red Sox thought about looking at it. The umpire's going to confer. This will be a crew chief decision here. Now
it bounced what I thought was above those colored lines out there, which means it's a home run no matter what happens after that.
For the call on the field of a home run.
Now, I mean, I think the Red Sox are asking, did it bounce straight up and then come down, or did it hit a row of seats and a fan and come back in? But, I mean, that would only matter, right, Joe, if it hit on the line. I think it hit over it, though.
If it stands, it'd be his 4th home run and 8th RBI.
What a cheapie.
This is the crew chief review. One of the shortest home runs you could ever hit. Even shorter would be a ball by the pesky pole.
Yep. I think
that's a home run. Hit the little edge above the red line.
Adios.
Yeah, I don't think there's much question about that. But it's important they get it right. Crew chiefs are discussing it, or calling New York to discuss it. So Eddie Rosario gives them.
Alex knows. He's making the hand signal for, it's flat up there. That means it's out of here.
Yeah.
The way it bounced.
It took a high bounce in the air. It took a while to come down, and it took the third base umpire, Conroy, a while to call it.
333 feet.
Yeah, it hit the A little ledge up there. It took a left turn toward the pole.
This
Strange
should
bounce.
not take very long at all.
And O'Neill wasn't sure what to do, so he fired it into third. Rosario was running rather tentatively around the bases.
It also hit the railing or the foul pole over the fence. So
after the bounce, right. That call's got to stand. Here's the word from...
After review, the call on the field stands. Home run.
They got it right.
See, like to me, Joe, that's one they use. That should be confirmed. I mean, it was clear as day.
Yes, it was. It was a home run, no matter what the crowd thought. So here's Lincecum. He struck out his first time up. Criswell's given up 2 solos. There's a fly ball right field. Fighting the sun is Abreu. He's there and makes the catch for the out. Red Sox have more defensive runs saved by any outfield in the game. 1 out for Victor Robles, who struck out swinging his first at bat. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is 27 Carlton Fisk. 27 Carlton Fisk. Make sure you your code word of the member portal today. Ball 1 missing down and in to the right-hand batting Robles.
Fitting since that one almost hit the Fisk pole.
There's a ground ball bounce foul toward the third base coach, Ricky Gutierrez. Ricky actually played 21 games for the 2004 Red Sox. I can't say I have a great memory of anything that stood out. But he hit 275. Got a ring. He got a ring. That was the last year of his career. Mostly San Diego and Houston. As a shortstop, check swing, he went around.
I would say that was a pretty good year to spend with the Red Sox.
He was up for a short time, about 3 weeks or so. And one misses for a 1-2 count. And the next one, Robles swings and misses. That was a sweeper up and away. Well, this is a career high in strikeouts. 8 for Cooper Criswell. That's the second out, and here's the leadoff man, Jacob Young, who struck out and reached on an error by the second baseman Hamilton, who booted his ground ball. Cooper's pitch hits the inside edge, a call strike. He fires a sweeper down and away for a ball. 1-1 to Jacob Young, the right-hand batting speedster, playing in center today. Nats have 33 home runs, 11th in the National League out of 15 clubs. 10th in runs scored. The pitch is low and away. Don't have a lot of power.
Ricky Gutierrez, July 22nd of that year, went from the Mets to the Red Sox, debuted that day in the back end of a doubleheader here against the Orioles.
There's a ground ball foul, third base side.
But just looking through the game logs, I can sort of see why you might not stand out in your memory. Had one 3-hit game against the Tigers here on August 27th.
I do remember Bobby Puffer, who got here one day before the game, did not get into the game, was released after the game. Got a ring. 2-2 right down the middle. Strike 3. Punch out number 9 for Criswell. See if he comes out for the 6th. He's never gone into the 6th inning this season. After 4.5, it's 2-1 Washington on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. Make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew. And wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs
about what's for dinner? You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox. WEEI.
Home half of the fifth inning in the Herb Chambers batting order. Reese McGuire popped to short his first time up. Reese will be followed by David Hamilton and Cedon Rafaela. So Jake Irvin pitching with the lead once again after the very short home run by Eddie Rosario. 2-1 Nats. First pitch to the left-hand batting catcher is line foul outside of first, hitting off the tarp on a hop. I tell you, those fans on the right side are very thankful that that sun is out. Those on the left side wishing it were so. They're in the shadows. For the hitters, the shadows about halfway to the pitcher's mound. Irvin delivers. Backdoor curve, misses low. Brennan Miller is the home plate umpire. Cole Irvin delivers, way outside. Red Sox trying to break a 3-game skid here. They are 7-5 against National League opponents this year. The all-time best record against National League clubs for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He waved at a slow breaking ball. 315 wins, 582 percentage. Best of any major league team. 2-2. Hit hard to the ground to right field, a base hit. Reese McGuire pulling it between the first baseman and the second baseman, and the Red Sox have the tying run on base. So a leadoff hit brings up David Hamilton, who hit the ball very hard, but directly at the right fielder Robles, who made the catch. That was in the second inning. With the third Red Sox hit, the pitch, he bunts, pops it high in the air. Catcher coming back, and it's over the screen and into the first row of the seats. Just to the right of the screen. So just a strike, one out. Or nobody out, and a runner at first. Tamar Brian Bayo gets the ball, but Kenzie Gore, impressive young lefty, acquired in that same San Diego Padres trade for Juan Soto that brought Abrams to the Nats. Pitch. Third baseman way in close. The pitch, he bunts again, drags it first base side. The throw to second base in time. Good play by Meneses. If he's bunting for a base hit, which he was, certainly I would think in this situation they may give him a sacrifice. They won't give him a sacrifice because it's a force out. But he might have beaten the play at first, but Meneses was charging, grabbed it nicely, and fired a strike to the shortstop for the 1-6 force. Plus you got a slow-footed catcher trying to go first to second. Rafaela has a big swing and does not make contact with a fastball at 92.
But you really would like that to be a much bigger part of his game.
So it's a force play, so 1-6 on the out. Throw to first, and Hamilton dives back. You do have a speedier runner on, a guy who can steal a base.
And like for me, Joe, nowadays for him, I know whether Irvin is fast or not to the plate, Hamilton should take off basically every time.
He goes, the pitch, swing and a miss. Here's the throw, and it's not nearly in time. Short hop by the second baseman Garcia, so Hamilton steals the bag. He's in scoring position. He's 4 for 4 in steals. So they have a man in scoring position here. The tying run is 90 feet away. Raphael with an 0-2 count. Just swung at an inside pitch to protect the runner. Irvin delivers home, and a swing and a drive toward the gap in right center field. Robles is over, he's there, and makes the catch for the out. Long throw to third, and Hamilton is just in there safely by slimmest of margins. Boy, he can throw. Robles with a long throw. Raphael did advance the runner. So 2 out, tying run at third. And to the top of the order, Duran was flied to right and grounded out 1-3.
I still am very encouraged by that swing from Rafael, Joe. We saw basically none of that in the first month, staying inside the ball and riding it the other way.
The pitch home. Low and inside. Ball and no strikes to Jaron. He's got 10 runs saved as an outfielder this year, the most in the big leagues. 1-0 delivery. Low and inside. Irvin now at 70 pitches. Fastball 92-94. And he's more effective that way, as we said earlier, than when he's throwing 97. That's the scouting report on him. 2-0 delivery. Swinging a line drive left field. This is hit back toward the wall. It's going to tie the game. It hits off the green. Karam grabbed on a hop by Rosario, and it's a stand-up double for Duran, and we're tied at 2. Jaron Duran with a wall ball double drives in his 16th run of the year. And another double for diabetes and $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org. Find the right plan for you and your family. That may do it. Dave Martinez heading to the mound as the game is tied at 2. And
that's Jim Hickey.
Homer due up. Oh, it's Jim Hickey, not the manager.
I think I might make the move given how Abreu's looked at the plate. And, you know, that might be the message. Like, let's not give in to this guy. We got activity going in the bullpen. He's hit 2 balls a combined 215 miles an hour off you. O'Neill is scuffling a little bit, so you have to make your pitches here.
The first would have been a home run on a cooler day, or a warmer day, to hit the deep center, and the second one went into the Washington bullpen. We're past the 110th pitch, brought to you by the 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is an official partner of the Red Sox radio network.
I'd like to go to the 110 Grill.
We've been to the one in Hanover. It's very good. You'll love it. Duran with a 2-bagger is at second base. His 9th double to go with 6 triples and 1 homer. So here's Willier. The long drive to center, caught on the warning track, and then a booming home run into the bullpen. Low and away ball, 400 feet at 107 miles an hour.
You're having a very busy few minutes at your front door, aren't you?
Ring doorbells. Yes. Pitches a breaking ball in for a strike. The deer set it off when they come.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I thought it was on the junk you order and hoard off of Amazon.
Shaw's and Star Market, your one-stop shop for Mother's Day. If you want to be mom's favorite, stop by and pick up delectable treats and fresh ingredients for her favorite meal. A little bit low and away, so he is being very careful.
Do you have a lot of deer on your estate?
Yes, unfortunately, they eat all the flowers.
After all Jan's hard work, come on.
It's frustrating. 2-1 pitch. Swing. There's a high fly ball to right field, but it's not going to go too far. Robles coming in. He's there and makes the catch to retire the side, but we are tied as we go to the 6th inning, 2-2 on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Brendan Bernardino is on for the Red Sox. What a job by Cooper Criswell. The game is tied, so no decision for Coop, but a career-high 9 strikeouts, and he didn't even throw 80 pitches. He's lifted for Bernardino, who's just been so versatile and valuable for the Red Sox. You'll see C.J. Abrams, then Luis Garcia and Joey Meneses in the Nationals' half of the 6th inning. Herb Chambers' batting order in this frame brought to you by Herb Chambers, Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo of Boston. All the cars that drive by Joe's 50-acre estate with all those deer. Here's the first one from Bernardino. The pitch is a little bit outside with a curveball, 1-0.
The scouts really are high on Bernardino. They love the sweeper, the angle at which he throws, and I think he's especially tough against power-hitting left-hand batters.
1-0. That's a beauty. Right on the corner. He just attacks and attacks. Great against both lefties and righties. Abrams started the year on fire, but he's now just 7 for his last 36. 1-1. It's a strike. Curveball at the bottom of the zone. He's only slugged .229 in 9 games in May, Abrams. Before that, in the month of April, .619 slugging percentage. This is a star in the making for the Nats. The 1-2. Line drive into left field, racing over to his right is O'Neill. He cannot get it. Abrams can run. Tyler plants. Nice job to cut that off. Abrams made the big turn at first, but holds. Good range there by Tyler O'Neill, but a leadoff hit against Bernardino here in the 6th. So Criswell goes the 5 innings. Tuck is giving me like deer poison, probably. Here's Luis Garcia Jr.
I would not kill him.
Abrams now 2 for 3 in this ball game. The pitch is a beauty from Bernardino. Strike. So Criswell, 5 innings, only allowed 3 hits. One, no doubt about it, home run off the bat of Meneses, and then another total cheapie from Rosario. But 9 strikeouts and only 1 walk. Throw to first, very close play over there. Bernardino does have a very good pickoff move, but Abrams back in there. That's Gerardo Parra over there. If you paid attention to the Nats in their World Series run, he was the guy who brought Baby Shark to D.C. 0-1. Here's the pitch. If I'm not mistaken, his kids liked the song, so he just walked up to it, and then it just became a huge phenomenon. He got one big hit after another. Doug sent me deer repellent.
It doesn't work all that often.
If you plant anything, they're coming. 2-2 in the 6th inning, Red Sox and the Nats. My mom taught me a very good trick on that. 1-1, double play dip behind Bernardino, the pitch. is a bunt right in front of the plate. McGuire's got a chance at a double play to second for one. Rafaela, bullet back to first. In time, double play. Now that is what McGuire was looking to do the other night in Atlanta. That was almost right off the plate. McGuire picked it up with a bare hand and a strike to second. Rafaela completes at the old 2-6-3 double play.
That's tough to do. Rafaela with a gun.
He really has a huge arm. So, just like that, 2 down, and here's Joey Meneses. You know, when you plant tulip bulbs the year prior to settle and then bloom first thing in the spring, the deer come for those all the time. Squirrels and deer, they root them up. Here's Joey Meneses, the pitch. Down and in. So I've heard of a homemade sort of like witch's brew where you put vinegar and like cayenne pepper and paprika, spray them all over the dirt above them. It tends to work, although they still find a way. The 1-0 is off the glove of Bernardino on the mound. He calmly races back, picks it up, and throws to first. And another great inning for Brennan Bernardino. Now, a loud hit by Abrams, but then a great play by McGuire, and it's 1-2-3 in the end for the Nets. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 2-2 is the score. O'Neill, Devers, and Grissom coming up for the Sox in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Tyler O'Neill takes a first pitch curveball for strike one on the outside corner. Tyler reached on an error in the first inning, but 0 for 2. Scuffling a little bit at the plate. The 0-1 ripped down the third baseline, but foul. He all over that one, but yanked outside the chalk, and it's 0-2. O'Neill, in his last 10 games, 7 for his last 40 without a home run. He had 9 homers in his first 19 games, so he's overdue. No balls and 2 strikes, leading off this 6th inning. Shadows now halfway on the infield. 0-2 to O'Neill. That is a little bit high.
You know who leads the Red Sox in wall balls?
This season?
Yes.
Jaron Duran.
With 5.
Yeah.
Nobody's close.
He's really taken a concerted approach that way. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased a high fastball. And O'Neill is gone. He really is at his best, Duran is, when he goes that way. Speaking of, here's Devers, who it feels to me like it is not long until he hits one very near the National Car Rental sign. High above the monster. Base is empty, 1 down. Tied at 2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's seen a lot of breaking stuff. That was a cutter. He was over the top of it, and it's 0-1. Devers ripped a base hit through the middle his first time. 0-1. Pitch. Swinging a shot the other way, a curveball. He was ready for that one. He missed a couple in his last at-bat, but way out in front here, and it's 0-2.
Bernardino likely to pitch the 7th with 3 straight lefties due.
0-2. To Raffy, the pitch. Down and in, fastball. Subaru of New England scoreboard Pirates and Paul Skeens lead the Cubs 6-2 that game in the 5th inning. And the Twins and Blue Jays, a wild one, tied at 8 in the 7th. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru. 1-2 to Devers. Here's the pitch. That's high. Good take. 2-2.
Skeens has been lifted from the game. He went 4 innings. But they have the bases loaded. The Cubs do.
Must have had a high pitch count, too.
84.
Protect the young arm. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. He chased a fastball that was way out of the zone. Raffy's done so much less of that lately, but that's back-to-back strikeouts for Irvin, O'Neill, and Devers. And with 2 down, here's Vaughn Grissom.
Skeens 4 innings so far, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks.
It was Wally's birthday today. You had Pat Patriot and a lot of other luminaries. Bruins mascot here. Why not? Here's Vaughn Grissom, who takes the ball. Curveball outside, 1-0. Yankees trail the Rays 4-2 in the 6th. Miami, an early 1-0 lead over the Phils. A lot of evening baseball tonight. 1-0. I guess all evening baseball is tonight, but curveball for a strike. It's 1-1. Braves in New York, 3-0. They lead in the 6th. Braves have gotten hot again. 1-1. Swing and a fisted foul right at his feet. And it's 1-2. That's bullpen quiet. 88 pitches thrown by Irvin. One and 2 to Grissom. Here's the pitch. That is just outside. And it's 2-2. Dom Smith is out on deck. And Irvin wants a new baseball. Very weird pre-pitch routine at times for Irvin. This looks like a snowboarder going into the half pipe. The 2-2. Swinging a high pop-up into shallow right field. The first baseman, Meneses, goes back. Overcomes the second baseman, Garcia. And he is there to make the play. And the inning is over. Sox down in order in the 6th. Still just 4 hits for Boston. We're tied at 2 going to the 7th in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday nights starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner? You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here's Brendan Bernardino again for the 7th inning. Red Sox and the Nats tied at 2. It is a chilly, clear, beautiful May afternoon at Fenway Park. The pitch from Bernie misses inside to Jesse Winker. He was called out on strikes, didn't like it from home plate umpire Brennan Miller. Took a ball outside 1-0. Bernardino at the belt throws, and a foul ball in the third base side. I think the Nats really did the Red Sox a break in the top of the sixth inning. They had the leadoff hit from Abrams. Bernardino threw over to first 2 times, and then the 3-hole hitter with Abrams, who can fly at first, he bunted. 1-1 is a strike on the outside corner. Big sweeping curve. Unconventional, to say the least. I think the Nats would probably prefer at least to give Abrams a pitch to run on. 1-2 to Winker. Pitch. Almost hit him. Fastball inside, 2-2. Two and two. Bernardino with the bright red glove adjusts his baby blue cap. The City Connect unis today. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. You can't do it any better than that. Another great curveball from Bernardino. And he struck out 3 of the 4 Nationals hitters he's faced. I beg your pardon. That is his first strikeout. I was looking at Irvin on the other side, and that's going to be it. Alex Cora comes out. They share a laugh, and Bernardino does exactly what the Red Sox asked of him here. Justin Slayton is coming on in the 7th inning of a tie game. Gives us a chance to remind you that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. Also, this 7th inning is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program will help you grow and manage your paint business. All right, Slayton coming out in a big spot. 2-2 the score. In the 7th, we'll be back for more at Fenway right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's the Ford SUV Season Sales Event at your local Ford dealer. That's where you'll find great offers across the entire Ford SUV lineup, including Ford Escape, Expedition, the Built Wild Ford Bronco, and America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Hurry in for amazing offers across a huge selection. This is Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Based on S&P Global Mobility 1946 through current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Justin Slayton is on for the Red Sox with 1 down. The base is empty in the 7th. We are tied at 2. Slayton's role on this club continues to evolve. He gave up a couple of runs in 1 inning of work the other night in Atlanta. In the early part of the season, as Alex Cora so often does with young, new pitchers, used him in a multiple inning role. He was so dominant and so important that the Red Sox now trust him in higher leverage spots, and they are willing to use him to get 3 outs, or maybe in this case just 2. Keibert Ruiz batting left, takes a low, cut fastball, and it's 1-0. It's a testament to how good he's been. It was jarring to see any contact against him. The other night in Atlanta, Ruiz is 0 for 2. Here's a 1-0. Check swing, and that is outside and high. Ball 2. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You'll deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. 2-0 from Slayton, the pitch. That's in there. Cutter. Top of the zone, 2-1.
Now, Bernardino's allowed just 1 earned run in 17 big league innings this season.
And he's now gone 12 straight outings without allowing a run. Been phenomenal. 2-1. Pitch. Ripped to first, but caught by Smith. I think the Bernardino case is a helpful reminder that I think sometimes the simple and obvious choice is the right one. where the Red Sox tried to maintain roster flexibility, hang on to Joely Rodriguez and Bernardino when Brennan had a dominant spring training. So it turns out Bernie's here, and Joely cleared waivers and is down in Worcester now. Here's Eddie Rosario. And a Fenway homer his last time. He takes a cutter outside for ball one. 2-2 in the top of the seventh. Here's a pitch that's low. Slayton does not quite have the pinpoint command that defined the first month or so of his season. Behind in counts a little bit more lately. 2-0 to Rosario. Here's the pitch. Down and in. 2015, Rosario won what's called the Jim Cott Award for defense with the Twins. That's how great Kitty was on the mound.
16 straight Gold Gloves.
So like in 3 decades, Cott and Maddox just owned that award. The 3-0 is a strike on the inside corner with a little gap in between, of course, but it was hard to win one as a pitcher when Jim and Greg were in the league. 3-1 to Rosario. 2-2 in the top of the seventh. Here's the pitch. That is low. He walked him. 4. It's been a little while since we've seen Jim. He so often comes around with the MLB Network and is an analyst on some of their telecasts. One of the nicest men in the game.
Yes, one of the best analysts ever, if not the very best. You always learn something when you watch the game on TV where Jim was the analyst.
So 1-on, 2-outers, Trey Lipscomb, a fastball, another first pitch ball from Slayton. McGuire comes out in front of the plate to try to cool him off a little bit. Hard to believe Jim is 85 years old. Then look at a 1-0 pitch. He has a ground ball to short, should end the inning. Raphael, a nice pick on a short hop. He's there, flips to second to Hamilton, and the inning is over. So Slayton works around the walk. And we go to the bottom of the seventh. Stretch time at Fenway, tied at 2 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. You also added Cox Mobile so you can save on your Cox internet. So smart. Cox postpaid internet required. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Other terms and conditions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Grab life by the chicken fingers and savor the day with hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Are you ready for some hot stuff?
Oh, yeah. The WNBA is back on Ion. The action is on Friday night.
Takes the pass and scores.
The spotlight is on the players.
Back-to-back buckets. A bona fide star.
And the crowd is on edge. This game is on fire.
You can't ask for more than that.
The WNBA is on Friday night starting May 17th. Find where to watch at IONWNBA.com. Ion, it's on.
Dad, pull over here. I see my friends.
Here? But your school's over there. Tween milestones like the far-off drop-off may start at age 9. For your son or daughter, it can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers. For most people, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Love you! Love you. Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Starting at age 9, ask your child's doctor about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters. But then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Dominic Smith leading it off against Jake Irvin, who continues in the game. A curveball misses outside for ball one. Smith is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Irvin, before he nods yes to the pitch, extends his right pitching arm. 1-0. He's down and in. Think of Sean White dropping into the half pipe in the Winter Olympics with a ski jumper coming down the slide. The big jump, I should say. It's kind of what his arm looks like he's trying to balance himself on the mound. 2-0 to Smith. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was trying to put the Red Sox ahead. He got a cutter. A little late on it, and it's 2-1. Clouds on the horizon. Still plenty of light overhead. 2-1. That's outside. Good take for Smith. And it's 3-1. Irvin says no to Keibert Ruiz. And the 3-1 is a strike borderline on the outside corner, and now the count is full. Red Sox have Romy Gonzalez, Garrett Cooper, Rob Refsnyder, Connor Wong available off their bench today. 3-2 to Smith. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Abrams circles around it. He's got it. Throws to first, and Smith is gone. He's ahead. They're 3-1. He's retired. Urban has only needed 95 pitches to get an out in the 7th inning. And here now, Reese McGuire. Shaw's and Star Market are your one-stop shop for Mother's Day. You want to be mom's favorite? Stop by and pick up delectable treats. Fresh ingredients for her favorite meal. The pitch to McGuire's swing and a miss. Curveball in its own 1. Better get there soon. Get the menu planned. 0-1 with 1 down to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. The pitch. Outside curve. And it's 1-1. There's a left-hander warming in the Nationals bullpen. 1-1.
Garcia.
Really good. Here's a bouncer to the right side, the second baseman Garcia. The other one charges in, makes the play, throws to first, and McGuire is gone. They would not do it here, you wouldn't think. I mean, 98 pitches thrown. David Hamilton is up, and if they went to the lefty, that would be the most immediate switch of Alex Cora's managerial career. Rob Refsnyder or Romy Gonzalez would come out, most likely Rob. But instead it is Hamilton. 2 down on the bases, empty. David tried to bunt his last time into a force out. He stole the base and scored the game's tying run. He takes strike 1 on a curveball here. 0-1 with 2 down in the 7th. Shadows covering most of the infield grass now. The 0-1 fouled off. On the third base side, and it's 0-2. Amazing how little the offense has produced this week. Still, again, only 2 runs. Chris Martin is up for the Red Sox. He'll have the 8th. And if all goes well, Jansen the 9th. The 0-2 fouled off on the third base side. Hamilton trying to hang in. Cubs have tied the Pirates at 6, so Skeens will not get a win. Not that he qualified anyway. The 0-2 is fouled off. Third base side, and Hamilton hangs in. Rafaela would be next. He's on deck. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle off the glove of the pitcher to the second baseman Garcia. He throws to first, and in time to get Hamilton a very easy bottom of the 7th for the Nationals pitcher. 2-2 to the 8th we go on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. Is measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. West 2H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus of Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable talc worms. All in one delicious beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus chews.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We move on to the 8th inning, and Chris Martin is going to be the Red Sox 4th pitcher of the afternoon, slating 2/3 of an inning. 1 walk, no Ks, no hits. So it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters, Robles, Young, and Abrams do against the veteran right-hander here. They bat in the Herb Chambers batting order. Robles has struck out twice, both times swinging. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for each team. In a quick moving game, but a lot of quick outs. Here's the pitch. The right-hand batter fists a foul to the right into the stands and out of play. Chris last worked on the 8th at Atlanta with 1 scoreless inning. Oh, 1 pitch coming to the right-hand batter, and Robles fouls it to the backstop. Martin with 1 bad outing, and the ERA skewered a little bit. It's 4.73, but heading down 1-1 in 13 games. Pitching in a tie game here in the 8th. Here's the pitch home. The 0-2 bounces in there. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Shop your local Nissan store at NissanUSAtoday.com. Red Sox have left 3. They've left 3. Pitch. Swinging a foul, pulled behind the plate, out of play. But very little offense in this game. Irvin's given them 7 strong innings. Probably through for the afternoon. Hey, Toronto, once down 8-3, has taken a 10-8 lead over Minnesota. Low and away, slugfest at Rogers Center. Two balls, 2 strikes. Robles chokes up slightly, and the pitch hits him. The bat or the hand? I believe it was the bat.
Yep.
Or no, they're saying it hit him.
Wow, that was loud.
Very loud. That's why we thought it hit the bat. I don't see a protective elbow pad or anything. Well, he did have one on. Yeah, he just took it off, so that was the noise. Might have been under his sweatshirt. Paul Lassard out there to check on him, the longtime trainer who was with the Red Sox. Did a great job here about 12 years ago. He's been with Cincinnati and then with Washington, one of the outstanding trainers in the game, who trained himself at Northeastern. So a hit batsman starts the 8th inning. That's ominous. And here's Jacob Young, who struck out, reached on an error by Hamilton at second, and struck out again. The time granted the catcher here. Smith had the ball at first. Were they trying the hidden ball trick? They got it back to the pitcher. See if they might think about bunting here. Nope, he swings and fouls it to the right, out of play. They did try to bunt earlier. Double play resulted. And the Nats have just 5 sacrifices as a team this year. Red Sox have 4. No balls, 1 strike. Throw to first, and did they have him? No. He's in a rundown now, and Smith runs him down to second, flips to Raffaello, who tags him out. What a weird play that was. He had him picked off. Martin fired to Smith, and he was sort of crawling. Robles was sort of crawling, and he got up to his feet and ran to second and was tagged out. Smith ran almost all the way back.
Like the Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah. He took a dive to the back, came up well short.
Smith took a chance there waiting so long to throw to Hamilton.
Go as a caught stealing, 1-3-6, but really a pickoff, so that's huge. And an 0-1 pitch. He swung on and grounded foul off the end of the bat. 1-4-6. It was Hamilton who tagged him. 1-4-6. 1-3-4-6. Take that again. 1-3-4.
I-25. Bingo.
Swinging a bounding ball. One soft hop to the pitcher. Easy play. Flipped to first by Martin to Smith for the second out. 2 quick outs here. This was a hockey day at the booth. We had Doug Plagens and Bill Lindsay here, the voices of the Florida Panthers, visiting with us. They think the Panthers can win it all this year.
Well, tomorrow's the big one, right? Bruins, you feel like they need that one.
And also Ron Weber is here today visiting. Ron lives in the area now, the longtime voice, the original voice of the Washington Capitals.
The voices of my childhood.
Mr. Carl Strike, he did some baseball too several years ago with Minnesota. Ron was very, very popular in his days broadcasting the Caps. Abrams awaits, tries to check at a high fastball. He does check in time. He's 2 for 3, line to center, single to right, single to left. Still 2-2 in the top of the 8th. Chris Martin is ready. The tall right-hander delivers, and a swing and a miss to the pitch away. Red Sox will have the 9-1 and 2 hitters, Rafaela, Duran, and Abreu. The 1-2 pitch coming to C.J. Abrams, and he swings and lines a bullet. Oh, it's caught by Martin in self-defense. What a play. Oh, that was scary. That was heading for his face, and he reached up and grabbed it, and he went down to get out of the way of it and caught it anyway. He's 6'8", so a big target. Wow, he has to take a deep breath after that, and he got an out in the process. So that retires the side. We go to the last of the 8th. Tied at 2 on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs,
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner? You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
for most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Robert Garcia, who faced one batter last night and struck him out. That was Jaron Durant, takes over for Jake Irvin, who pitched very well, 7 innings, 2 runs on 4 hits. No walks and strikeouts. There's a pop-up right side. Second baseman under it. And Garcia dancing with it, makes the catch as Rafael is retired on 1 pitch. A pop-up to the second baseman Garcia. Again, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks for Irvin, and he struck out 6. He was very good on the ropes there in the 5th inning, but he got out of the jam after they tied it. On the Duran double, which is our flex play of the game so far, looking to buy a car, Flex Car instead, be a way to go. Flex Car's monthly car subscription includes insurance, maintenance, assistance, and more. Get started today at flexcar.com.
So the flex of the game is Duran's last act in this game. Rob Refsnyder going to hit for him.
So 1 out as the right-hand batter steps in. Duran was 1 for 3 with that double. His 9th, the pitch. Refsnyder takes a strike on a pitch sinking down and away. Off speed at 86. Robert Garcia, tall lefty, throws pretty hard. The pitch to Ref, and he drops to third base side along the line. Oh. Fair, still rolling, and it hits the bag. Base hit. It wasn't hit all that slowly. A top roller, but it stayed fair, went in a straight line, and then it hit the third base bag as the third baseman Lipscomb watched and hoped it would go foul. So the go-ahead run is on. Refsnyder with a pinch single. Went exactly 90 feet, and here's Abreu, and he's going to give way now to a pinch hitter, Romy Gonzalez. Abreu was 1 for 3, a drive to deep center. The wind knocked down, or would have been in the bleachers, a home run into the bullpen in right, and a fly ball to right. But he'll give way to Romy Gonzalez as Alex goes to his bench. Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, at the mound.
Strange.
They have 2 visits left. Red Sox have 3.
This is a mini example, just a mini one, of the downside of moving Devers down in the order to the cleanup spot. I mean, the school of thought in the modern game is very much that you want your most dangerous hitter in this spot in the lineup to get as many at-bats as usual. We understand why they're not doing it, but this sure would be a nice spot to have Devers coming up.
So Robert Garcia pitched to Cal Davis, came up to the Kansas City system, pitched briefly with Miami and then last year with Washington, ready to deliver to Romy Gonzalez. The pinch hitter takes a strike. Off speed, down and away at 86. Romy Gonzalez recently off the injured list. He was there with a wrist injury.
Kenley up in the bullpen.
Here's the pitch home. Foul to the backstop. Gonzalez is 3 for 10 on the young season. Stay tuned after the game with the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Shop your local Nissan store. The pitch. Swing, bounding ball hit softly toward the middle. Grabbed by Abrams. Steps on second. Throws across his body to first and throws it away into the dugout. So down to second base goes Romy Gonzalez. Yeah, he decided to do it himself. He ran to the bag, and it was a strange angle. He tried to throw across his body and threw a flare over to first. And it went into the dugout right down the steps.
With how Romy runs, it wasn't hit all that hard. I don't know if they turned it either way, but if they had any chance, it was to flip it. No reason at all for that throw. Big break.
Yeah, I don't think he had a chance to double him up. So the go-ahead run at second base. And here comes O'Neill, was overdue, reached on an error, grounded his short, struck out swinging, and he takes low and inside. The E6 putting the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 out in the 8th. Here's the lefty dealing. That dips low and away, change up.
O'Neill is only 6 for 23 with 11 strikeouts with runners in scoring position so far this year.
And they're going to put him on. Count 2-0. They put him on. They're going to pitch to Raffy.
Wow.
Whoa. This is left on left at the ultimate here. You had a guy who's cold, and then you got your best hitter up now.
Talk about playing the spreadsheet. I mean, wow.
Well, that juice Raffy up, make him a little more excited here. Any hitter will tell you to walk the guy in front of you. It's extra incentive. The pitch is low and away, especially in this case with a game on the line. Ball 1, low and away. On deck is Grissom. So here's a big chance for Raffy to deliver. Left-hander Robert Garcia, 6'4", 236 pounds. On a lot of change-ups in the early going here. On his lead at first and second, the pitch. That's too low. Good take by Raffy. So he's worked the count in his favor. But he does have a base open. He'll be at third base. So.
Yeah, but then you load him up.
But he'll be careful here, you would think. Not going to groove one. Gonzalez at second, O'Neill at first. The pitch, swinging a drive, foul down the left field line, out of play.
Like, to me, Joe, the numbers, we get it with Garcia. He's been awesome. Lefty's very difficult time. But to me, this is just where you're not watching the games, right? I mean, O'Neill is in such a funk. I get it. It's 2-0. The numbers, the spreadsheet, whatever the computer spits out. I mean, you'd rather face Devers in this spot?
I would. 2-1. On his lead at first and second, the pitch. Raffy swings and misses at a high fastball up and away at 95. He had a huge cut at that. Chance of it be coming on either way. The game's still tied. There's no save situation for the home team. 2-2 to Raffy. Big pitch here. Garcia delivers. Swing and a foul to the backstop. Try to get an inside fastball by him. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 2-2 in the 8th. Garcia to the set. The pitch to Raffy. Foul down the left field side, out of play.
And I'm with you completely, Joe. I believe this, that almost every hitter, but particularly the greats, they take it personally, and they find a way to, focus even a little bit more.
Extra incentive, for sure. 2-2 to be Garcia's 15th pitch. He's ready at the belt. Runners lead at first and second. Garcia deals. Swing and a trot, left field. Back goes the left fielder Rosario. It's over his head and one hops the scoreboard. It's going to score 2 runs. Garcia crosses the play. Right behind him is O'Neill. A 2-run double for Raffy Devers, and the Red Sox lead 4-2. There's your hit with men in scoring position.
Big time. It feels great, and that is absolutely absurd managing from the Washington Nationals. Absurd. You want to face the Red Sox hottest and best hitter? Well, that's what you get.
It's a low line drive. He had a nice inside-out swing. Rosario, not noted for his defense, just couldn't get back in time. Went over his head, took a hop off the scoreboard, and Raffy Devers delivers his 13th and 14th runs batted in of the season. 4-2 Boston, and a swing and a miss by Grissom, strike 1.
It's just one where you had a pre-programmed idea, whatever. There's got to be some human sense mixed in.
Here's the pitch, and it's inside corner, call strike. I mean, O'Neill was slumping, a right-hand batter, sure, but Raffy Devers, I'd rather face him. Grissom, 0-for-3. A pitch to him, swinging and a miss at a high fastball, and that retires the side. Garcia barking at himself after that line drive double by Raffy gives the Red Sox the lead. On we go to the 9th. Boston 4 and 2 for the Washington Nationals on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you You can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner? You may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Here's Kenley Jansen now in a save situation. He pitched last night just to get some work. He was charged with 2 runs after he retired the first 2 batters. He has not had a save chance since April 20th at Pittsburgh, when he struck out the side in a 4-2 win. His 5th save, he's blown 1. So here he is. And he's facing Luis Garcia opening the 9th with a 2-run lead to protect. The first pitch is in there for a call strike, the hard cutter. That was only 89. Refsnyder stays in the game to play left field. He started the rally with a little ground ball that they let roll, and it hit the third base bag. Pitch. Strike 2 over the inside edge, down and in. So Refsnyder in left, Abreu goes to right. I should say O'Neill goes to right. Abreu was lifted for the pinch hitter. The pitch. Swinging a line drive foul down the third base line, protecting the plate.
Of course, it all goes into motion, Joe, because of the bad decision and the throw by Abrams that pushes Gonzalez up to second. Otherwise, first base wouldn't have been open.
And they would have pitched to O'Neill. So the error did not mean an earned run, an unearned run. Run was earned, but it did set up the inning, the pitch. Check swing, he leads off, and it's up and away.
I really don't think we will see a more head-scratching decision all year long. Like, are you walking LeMahieu to get to Judge?
1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. The Red Sox would gladly accept it. Right now it's Chris Martin's game to win, and Garcia's on the hook. Jansen opening this one with no further drama. Here it comes. And he swings and fouls it. Left field side, out of play. Kenley tied for 5th all time with Craig Kimbrell with 425 saves. Next on the list, Francisco Rodriguez with 437. K-Rod. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to Luis Garcia. Here it is. And he swings and grounds one by the mound. The second baseman Hamilton has it. Fires to first in time. Big bounding ball to the right of Hamilton, and the leadoff man is retired. So that brings up Meneses, who homered first of the year in the 2nd inning, struck out and grounded out 1-3.
Just the second time all year Kenley pitching back-to-back days.
The ERA went to 3.09 after 2 runs last night. Here's the pitch home. The right-hand batter takes a strike.
He's told me so many times, like so many closers, he just needs that adrenaline with the game on the line. It just doesn't feel right otherwise.
Might have something to do with the 2 runs he allowed after 2 out last night's game. Here's the pitch. The right-hand batter swings and pops it foul down the right field line on the play. So first 2 hitters, he's been ahead 0-2. Always a good sign. Win would keep the Red Sox over 500 by a game and drop Washington back to 500. Finley, Jansen ready. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. He threw him a hard cutter there at 94. 2 down in the 9th. Last hope is Jesse Winker, who's walked and struck out twice, both times looking. Red Sox had only 2 runs to the 8th inning, but a 2-run double by Raffi gave them this lead. Here's the pitch. And a little bit low for ball 1. Toronto beat Minnesota 10-8 after trailing 8-3. Tampa Bay 7, the Yankees 2 in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Winker takes a strike. If he reaches Ruiz, the catcher, would be next. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out in the 9th. Jansen delivers. Swing and a foul straight back and out of play. Well, the Red Sox entered today's game 2 for 29 in the last 3 games with the man in scoring position. And they got the big hit with men in scoring position tonight. 2-run double by Raffi. 1-2 to Winker. Jansen sets. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Was that close? Jansen, you could tell, thought he had it.
Going harder.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Jansen is ready. Kicks. Fires. Foul straight back. It was up and in. Seeking his 6th save of this season, and his first since April 20th. Winker, a left-hand batter. Jansen to the set. And now the catcher noted something, and McGuire, right at time, goes out to the mound.
Want to throw a cutter, or a cutter here? I'm not afraid to occasionally mix in the slider, yeah.
The winning rally started with that swinging bunt. The batter ref Snyder, the pinch hitter. Sometimes it's where you hit him, not how far. Ready for the 2-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Ball game over. The Red Sox win it 4-2 on Raffi Devers' 2-run double in the 8th inning after they walked O'Neill intentionally to get to Raffi. The Red Sox end the 3-game losing streak. They go to 20-19 as they even the series at 1 apiece with a 4-2 victory over the Washington Nationals. More in a moment on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time. You also added Cox Mobile so you can save on your Cox internet. So smart. Cox postpaid internet required. Prices exclude taxes, device activation, and other fees and charges, which are subject to change. Other terms and conditions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Lowe's knows if you have pets, the innovative new Maytag Third Rack dishwasher with Pet Pro sanitization cycle is perfect for your home. It cleans off the stuck-on food left from your four-legged friends. Plus, it sanitizes their bowls 2 times faster than a normal cycle. The Third Rack? Pile in those utensils. Shop in-store and online today because Lowe's knows appliances. Lowe's knows home improvement. See UL Verify for specific organisms.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
And now, 2 pigeons bemoaning the fact you can stream DirecTV satellite-free.
Hey, Frank, a little birdie told me you don't need a satellite dish to get DirecTV.
What's little birdie? Was it Jimmy the Sparrow?
It's a figure of speech. Point is, you can stream DirecTV over the internet now.
Oh, sure. Next you're going to tell me those big birds are made of metal and filled with people, right?
You mean airplanes?
Stream DirecTV without a satellite dish. Call 1-800-DirecTV. Terms or restrictions apply.
This is the...
You're fine.
Well, back here at Fenway Park, the Red Sox win it 4-2 on Rafi Devers' 2-run double in the 8th inning. With us is Kenley Jansen, who did an outstanding job making quick work of the Nationals, a 1-2-3 ninth. Kenley, before we get to your outstanding performance, was there shock in the bullpen when they walked the batter intentionally to get to Rafi?
Man, I don't know what they was. I'm sorry. I know